Greetings campers, welcome to Farmeritaville. I'm tired, I am really tired. So here's the scoop on this video. Late Saturday night, I shut down, dark hour, haunted house, and then went home, took a nap, and a couple hours later got on a plane here to Orlando and made it into the very last night of HHN 2024 and absolutely shut the park down last night. I got through 9 of 10 houses. I saw Nightmare Fuel. I had a great time. And then I slept really hard. So today I'm just gonna crawl around the park and relax, and I'm just curious to see how much of HHN they got moved out overnight. The obvious one being right behind me, the medallions and the other billboards for the haunts that go up here at the front of the park. And yeah, it's just gonna be a lazy day, and I might bounce over to IOA a little bit later this afternoon. This is what I get for sleeping in. The crowds getting over here were crazy. The trip from the hotel was packed with people. The security lines, just to go through the security checkpoint, getting into City Walk was crazy. And honestly, I could just stand here in the shade because the wind coming off the water right behind the camera, where you are, you can't see it. It feels great right now. So come with me. We're just gonna see how much of HHN is still lingering, and just scope out crowds in the parks on Monday, November 4th, 2024. They still have the big HHN archway up, but the sign is down. And right over here, the Wicked Experience looks like it's ready to open any day now. I was kind of hoping it would open today, like as a big drop right after HHN finished. But it should be open in a couple weeks. I'll be back down here for IAPA. I'm not gonna lie, the trailer to that movie looks pretty dope. I'll go see it. Hollywood looks like Hollywood. Got the Scooby van out. God, can't tell, maybe it's Marilyn Monroe over there in the convertible. But we still have Scare Zone pieces, which surprisingly enough, look like they're on casters. I figured they would have rolled these out overnight, but they are still parked here.
Oh, hi, paparazzi! Ah.
It wasn't Marilyn, it was Betty Boop. Character interactions are not something I normally seek out, but honestly, you know, I would not mind running into Beetlejuice today. It's a Beetle selfie, he's in a hurry.
I look great.
He does look great. He was on his way inside. He snuck in the last few of us, but I love running into Beetlejuice. The HHN bar is still set up over here, mostly. Like the guts of it are set up. It looks like food services took their stuff and left, and tech services said, screw it, we'll get the rest of that junk later. The Dead Swamp Scare Zone, or whatever it's called, is pretty much still here 100%, which kind of makes sense. This is a pretty decoration-heavy scare zone. But right over here from that scare zone is Moe's and the Duff Brewery. And I was very brokenhearted last night when we were running around to find out that they were running out of a lot of different drinks throughout the park. And the specific one that I had my heart set on was Dufftoberfest. And last year, I was down here the week before Thanksgiving, late November, for IAPA, and they still had Dufftoberfest left over. So I was excited. And last night was informed that they are already out for the season. It may be 10:45 in the morning, and they may be at a Dufftoberfest, but that doesn't mean that I can't have a good old Duff Light for breakfast. A shining example of the avid theme parker's diet. It may be pretty busy right now, and I may be pretty sore right now from the beating I gave myself at HHN, but a wise man once said, I've never been sad drinking a beer in Universal Studios. And it's me, I'm the wise man. So to recap HHN last night, we made it through 9 of the 10 houses. I met up with some friends down here, and we had a great time despite the crowds. We just got to grab beers and hang out and catch up in the lines, and that made it fun. It wasn't about necessarily the houses themselves. It was being able to hang out with friends in the really long lines. Anyway, we blew through the tent houses first. We started our evening over in Stay and Scream at World Expo, and then we proceeded to go through all 4 tent houses back behind Men in Black and The Simpsons. And then we caught the very first Nightmare Fuel show of the evening at 8 o'clock. Shout out to my buddy Rick, who was able to get us in on that, because the crowds, I think every show of that was like sold out last night. They were turning people away, and we barely snuck in. And I assumed that the first show would be the easiest. The last show would probably be packed with people, but the vibes last night across the whole park was that there were a ton of people who said, we're going to come get our final HHN fix, and they're just going to flood the park. And every house had sizable waits, but not horrible. Insidious is the one, obviously, we did not get to. We tried it at the end of the night, thinking that, you know, after midnight it'll slow down, which is often the case. But again, I miscalculated that aspect of, you know, it's the final night, people are going to come get that last hit before next year. And at 1:30, the posted wait time for Insidious was 100 minutes. And so we hopped in because we hadn't done it, we'd done everything else. And after about 30 minutes in that line, I started to believe it really was going to be 100 minutes, and all of us were tired and hurting, and we just ducked out. And so it was almost 2:30 by the time we got back to the buses, and I think that was a wise decision. But I'm sad that I missed the Insidious house because I've heard so many good things about it. Here were my favorite houses in order. From least favorite to most favorite: Monstros, Goblins, Museum, Triplets, Bloodlines, Sweets, Ghostbusters, Quiet, and Cinema was definitely my favorite house of the night. Well, the Wild, Wild, Wild West stunt show is no more. Fear Factor Live is no more. Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure is no more. Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus is no more. I am very happy I got to see the show last night. Fourth version of the show featuring the Fuel Girls. Big fan of the Fuel Girls. I liked it. It definitely felt different. It looked different. It was visually very pleasing than the previous versions. I don't think it was my favorite. I think maybe last year might be my overall favorite, but there's an energy though in that show. It's developed such a great following here, like with the HHN fan community, and you can feel it before the show starts and during the show. And I enjoyed the hell out of myself at this show. Halloween's over, so clearly the BH stands for Busy Holiday. Holiday, of course, being the term for vacation in the UK. And there's a lot of people here from the UK, it sounds like. Hearing lots of accents, smelling lots of sunscreen. Party, it's your Universal Studios too. Pop quiz, friends. What time is the appropriate time to visit Chez Alcatraz? You're right, anytime. Jake, you sure do go to Universal Studios a lot. You must really like the rides. Yeah, but when it's busy like it is now, I'm perfectly content hanging out here, enjoying a beer with my buddy Bruce.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
So as I just learned, if you would like to relax and watch the Beat Builders show and not stand in the street or in the sun, you can go right over here to the backside of Richter's and just get under an umbrella right on the edge of the water. There's a breeze, great way to do it. The tribute store, the Halloween tribute store, has gone away. Certainly getting ready for the holidays tribute store, which will take place right here in the same spot. The summer tribute store is still open over in Hollywood, but the Christmas store will probably go in here, and then right there behind the Torture Fair stage, or at the Torture Fair stage, is where the big Christmas tree with Earl the Squirrel will go. My friends who were with me at HHN last night are finally awake now that it's, I think, about 12:30 in the afternoon. They want to do IOA, and I wouldn't mind poking around IOA, so I am walking over that direction right now. And a little birdie told me they also have beer over there. So I feel like that's the kind of trouble that we're going to get into.
No. No touching, no touching.
Made it to IOA. My friends are not here yet, so I pulled into the Backwater Bar. Got myself another Blue Moon. This is a nice bar right near the front of the park. It's only got outdoor seating. The inside, I just am fascinated with the design choices. I think it looks amazing in there. Like, I want that bar in my house. It looks that good. I love the style that much. Picked up my friends, and of course the first place they want to go is the boutique. So we're checking out the Year on Halloween store. The boutique over at IOA. They've got so much good HHN merch, and so much of it's 70% off. And I'm trying to be strong-willed, but I've been drinking since like 10 a.m. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they got Lil Boo like on a figure. That's it. That should be Lil Boo should be the next icon, and like played by a little person. And it's just Lil Boo, and like it's not menacing. It's fun, but then like Jekyll and Hyde, it becomes menacing. But he's so lovable on the surface, right? I don't know if you remember, I just remembered that I was trying to make a video out of this. So it's been like 12 hours since the last time I did this. Now we popped into the boutique and I got me a Mel's hat, and then we rode Hagrid's, which had like a 950-minute wait, but we got through it and we got to ride. And now it's raining because climate change, and we're gonna go find some lunch. And I'm so exhausted that that's the best update I can give. My friends have gone to find food. I have to get to the airport. But while we were on Hagrid's, we were in that line for so long. It was literally a full 2 hours. Probably the one and only time I'll ever do that. But the storm's moved in. It's now cloudy and cool, and it rained. And it rained on us a little bit in Hagrid's, which I'm not mad about. But yeah, everything just looks so much better with the cloudy skies, and it feels nice. Well, I am now out of IOA and headed to catch a ride to the airport. Thank y'all for watching this. I don't know how good a video this was. I won't know that till I edit it. But we're gonna find out together. And if you enjoyed it, this is the part where, as a YouTubist, I'm supposed to tell you, hey, like, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, etc., so on and so forth. But you already knew that. You've watched plenty of YouTube videos and you've heard that a bajillion times, and there's no reason for me to repeat it here, so I won't. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this little adventure, my HHN hangover, and I hope to see you guys again soon. And in the meantime, go do stuff. Get out of the house, go do stuff. I can't do all the stuff alone. You gotta go do some stuff too. So I will see y'all soon. Thanks for watching. And let's be honest, when I share this is probably gonna get buried in election nonsense. It's just not a good week for theme park videos, probably. There'll be so much other garbage in your feed. You may not even see this, but who knows?